KQNY Radio News is supported by Heat Transfer Systems. They can be reached at 530-283-3665 for all HVAC needs including conventional, geothermal, ductless systems, and more. And Feather Financial, here to help with insurance, tax preparation, and accounting services. They're at 530-283-2341 and online at featherfinancial.com. Sierra Pacific Industries is committed to sustainable forest management and also supports KQNY Radio News. Information about career opportunities with SPI is available at 530-283-2820 and online at spi-ind.com/employment.
In partnership with the Plumas Sun, this is KQNY Radio News.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Tommy Miles. A traffic stop in Portola leads to a probation search and arrest for drug and firearm violations, and researchers discover a new record-breaking species of single-celled life in Lassen National Park. Stay tuned for those stories and others on this edition of KQNY Radio News. The Plumas County Sheriff's Office reports that on the evening of January 16th, a Plumas County patrol sergeant conducted a traffic stop in the Portola area that resulted in the arrest of a local man on probation and also in the seizure of drugs, drug paraphernalia, and a firearm. At approximately 9:50 p.m., the sergeant conducted a traffic enforcement stop on a vehicle traveling eastbound on Highway 70 just east of Portola. During the stop, the driver was identified as Robert Apley, who is currently on probation. A probation search was conducted, during which deputies located alcohol, a firearm holster, drug paraphernalia, and a substance later identified as methamphetamine. Apley was taken into custody. Through the investigation, a warrant was obtained for Apley's Quincy home and a second vehicle. The service of the warrant resulted in the additional seizure of evidence, including controlled substances, ammunition, and a firearm. Apley was booked into the Plumas County Jail and faces felony and misdemeanor charges including, but not limited to, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, repeat drug offender enhancements, possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of a controlled substance while armed, possession of ammunition by a prohibited person, removal of firearm identification numbers, and probation violation. No injuries were reported during the incident. There was a passenger in the vehicle who was not arrested, and she was assisted in getting to her destination. The case will be forwarded to the Plumas County District Attorney's Office for review and prosecution. The Plumas Fire Safe Council reports that as grant funding becomes more limited statewide and federally, 3 local fire mitigation programs are experiencing a funding gap: the countywide chipping program, the Senior Disabled Defensible Space Assistance Program, and Plumas Underburn Cooperative. Over the past 3 years, these programs were funded by a CAL FIRE wildfire prevention grant, which has come to an end. Quote, "We are grateful for the impact this funding had in driving Plumas County Fire Safe Council wildfire risk reduction efforts across Plumas County," said the council. Despite actively pursuing funding through 2025, PCFSC has not yet secured sufficient funding to operate the 3 programs in 2026. As a result, the spring programming will not occur unless additional funding becomes available. Organizers promise that updates will be shared as funding sources are confirmed. In the meantime, PCFSC said it remains committed to supporting wildfire preparedness efforts and encourages residents to continue defensible space and vegetation management work during the winter months when conditions allow. Winter is burn season in many areas of Plumas County and an ideal time to shift fuel reduction efforts toward material disposal. With the chipping program being reduced or possibly unavailable in 2026, residents can focus on cutting, consolidating, and staging woody debris for safe pile burning when conditions allow. More information is available online at plumasfiresafe.org. Lassen Volcanic National Park hosts a rich array of wildlife that includes the endangered Sierra Nevada red fox, the Cascade frog, and even the recently colonizing gray wolf. Now the streaming waters that make this park unique have revealed a brand new species identified in December. Incendia amoeba cascadeensis is an amoeba found in one of Lassen's geothermal hot streams. What's more, the recently discovered species, among the tiniest of Lassen's abundant life forms, has broken a very big scientific record. It can survive in conditions hotter than those inhabited by any other complex cell. Scientists documented it replicating itself in temperatures up to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was still active at up to 147 degrees, said Beryl Rappaport, a graduate student at Syracuse University who worked on the study. Even at 158 degrees, this amoeba forms dormant cysts capable of reactivating later. Only when temperatures reached 176 degrees did I Cascadensis finally give up its tiny ghost. Rappaport and Angela Oliverio, her Syracuse University professor, announced their discovery in a preprint entitled "A Geothermal Amoeba Sets New Upper Temperature Limit for Eukaryotes." Quote, "This just kind of breaks the boundaries that we thought we had for complex life. You can start reimagining what the limits of life are and what types of life might be found where," Rappaport said in a telephone interview with the Plumas Sun. For much more detail on this topic, including the research methods employed, please see the article by Jane Braxton Little at plumassun.org. Plumas Charter School announces that its charter renewal petition has been approved, extending the school's authorization for an additional 5 years through 2031. The decision ensures continued operation of PCS's innovative personalized education programs throughout Plumas County, said the school. Charter school renewal is a comprehensive accountability process required under California law roughly every 5 years, said PCS. It allows the authorizing school district to assess whether a charter school continues to meet state and local standards for academic performance, fiscal stability, and operational integrity. Schools submit detailed data and evidence demonstrating how they serve students, manage resources, and fulfill their charter commitments. The newly approved charter term runs through June 30th, 2031, securing PCS's ability to serve students with personalized learning pathways, hands-on projects, and community-based educational opportunities, said the school. More information about Plumas Charter School's programs and performance is available online at plumascharterschool.org. And that's it for this edition of KQNY Radio News. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again soon.
This program is a production of KQNY Community Affairs Programming, and it's powered by the Plumas Sun, a group of Plumas County journalists and organizers committed to providing high-quality, objective coverage of local news. The Plumas Sun and KQNY both depend on community support, so please consider helping us out by going to KQNY919.org and plumassun.org and making a donation. Thank you for helping to keep local news on the web and on the air.